Remember the name, Franco Mastantuono. The year was 2002. It was a different age. Some of you probably weren't even born yet, showing my age a little bit here. But it was a cold day, and I was watching Match of the Day, and up popped a young lad, 16 years of age, few days before his 17th birthday, playing for Everton, and he scored an absolute worldie against Arsenal. The commentator, remember the name. That guy was Wayne Rooney. You've probably heard about him. The point I'm trying to make is that occasionally you see a young player and you think to yourself, this kid's got a bit about him. And you only have to look at the goal that Franco Mastantuono scored against Boca Juniors in the Super Clásico. That's the Clásico between River Plate and Boca Juniors. Incredible fixture on the world stage. And he curls in this free kick from an absolute mile out in that game. A game of that magnitude. And this young lad goes and does that, sticks it top bins. Incredible. Occasionally a player pops up and you think to yourself, how are they this good at that age? What is going on? The same could be said about the likes of Lamine Yamal at Barcelona. He's young, but he plays so much more mature than his years. A little bit like Jude Bellingham. You just can't believe the level of quality that is on show. And yet there it is. And this is the guy that I think that Real Madrid needs to sign this summer. Now, if you said to me that they could sign an agreement and he plays out the rest of the season with River Plate, maybe he joins in January, I take it, I snap your hand off, because I genuinely believe that this kid is something else. For those that are unfamiliar, Franco Mastantuono, he's 17 years of age and he's currently playing for River Plate in Argentina. He's managed by Marcelo Gallardo, and he is a fan favourite. The manager, that is. So's the player, but for obvious reasons. Gallardo's had umpteen games in charge of River Plate. The fans absolutely love him, and the transformation that he has made to Mastantuono is sizable. This season alone, Mastantuono has scored a total of 7 goals and provided a further 4 assists. Doesn't sound great, but when you factor in that he's only played 18 games so far, that's pretty decent. And going back to the manager and the impact here, so last season, Franco Mastantuono's name was starting to circulate a little bit, particularly in the Spanish media, and they were talking about this young prodigy and what he was doing in Argentina. And one thing stood out to me, he was an attacking midfielder, another 10 in a world where we don't tend to see 10s. There are very few teams that play with a recognised 10 because the modern game just doesn't seem to favour them. They seem so out of place, the likes of James Rodriguez or Mesut Ozil. These players just do not have a place in the modern game, so it seems. So it was very interesting to see that when Demichelis lost his job and Gallardo came back, there was a transformation for Franco Mastantuono. The player who already showed promise went to another level. And this came in the form of a positional change on the pitch. If you have a look at Franco Mastantuono, this season he has operated predominantly from the right wing. And it's my favourite kind of player. The left footer on the right wing with an eye for goal. Unbelievable. Go and ask Barcelona if they've enjoyed watching Lamine Yamal this season. Or maybe Bayern Munich fans having Ian Robben for all those years. Liverpool fans with Mo Salah. This player does not appear very often on the market. And there are very, very few players in world football that are willing to occupy this position and further that excel in it. Now, obviously, there is a bit of a step up if you're going from South America and the Argentine League to La Liga, Champions League nights. But who doesn't want to see this? Who doesn't want to take the chance on the player that could potentially own that side of the pitch for years to come? I really do believe that if we miss out on this player, we are making a huge mistake. He is available reportedly for somewhere in the region of 45 to 50 million euros. This is a player that could conceivably be worth double in a year's time? Do we really want to find ourselves letting this player go to the likes of Paris, for example, to go in for Doué on that side? Doué, Kvaratskhelia, Dembele. It's unbelievable. We cannot afford to miss out on him. We need this player. When we look at the way that we've played this season, although Alonso may not want to go with three up top, it's nice to have the option. And if it's your best option, you play it. And he's not stupid. He's flexible tactically. People seem to think that Alonso plays five at the back and that's it, done and dusted. But if you look at the entirety of his managerial career, he's played a variety of systems. And he's not even had a very long career so far. But it proves that he does have that flexibility. And if you do have a look at those modern sides, particularly the sides at the top in world football right now, there is space for that 4-3-3. Have a look at Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain. As long as you've got players that are willing to work from the front, you can have that system. Because, let's be honest, the reason that Paris are so effective with their forwards is because the likes of Kvaratskhelia is hounding the opposition defence. They are absolutely relentless. They win the ball high up the pitch. They're closer to the goal so they can do damage when they get the ball back. The same could be said at Real Madrid. It takes coaching. But if you've got that lethal finishing, that creativity, that ability to go past the player, that's unique. You combine the two and you've got a winning formula. And that, in my eyes, is an immediate upgrade over the likes of Rodrigo. When we've lined up with Rodrigo this season on the right wing, I just think impotent. I mean that in the nicest possible way, but I just think there isn't a goal coming down this side. It's not going to happen. It's like trying to cut a loaf of bread with a blunt knife. Good luck with that. You're not going to be scoring goals. You're going to struggle to create chances because you've got a player who doesn't want to be there. How many times have we heard the rhetoric of, oh, he's very good on the left wing. He's playing out of position. Just watch. If he goes to a team and plays on the left wing, he might well do. But that's not the position that's available at Real Madrid for obvious reasons, because we got the likes of Vinicius and Kylian Mbappe in the side. But the position is available for someone who's willing to take it with both hands. For example, if you offer Real Madrid Lamine Yamal tomorrow, they take him. They take him because they know that they would find a way to make it work. So when you've got the opportunity to bring in a player with a huge ceiling, massive potential, and he's already putting numbers on the board. And even if you want to look past the stats, look at the eye test, just watch a couple of games for River. You'll all have the opportunity to watch him at the Club World Cup. This guy is technically sound. He's got that ability to ghost past a man, rarely loses the ball, and he knows how to finish. He's got an eye for goal, and that's crucial. We cannot afford to miss out on Franco Mastantuono. If you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Maybe you've thought of an alternative that I haven't mentioned today. I'd be interested to hear it. Thank you.